O.M.A.C number 7, written by Dan DiDio and Keith Giffen, art by Keith Giffen. Last issue, Maxwell Lord swore vengeance on Brother Eye for being so douchey, and I'm just going to zoom through this issue because it genuinely does not matter in any way. So, O.M.A.C is attacked by Superman. Turns out that Maxwell Lord is using his checkmate connections to get Superman in on this, and as O.M.A.C tries to fight, Superman basically punches him in the stomach and destroys like half his body. And as O.M.A.C super powers up and gets ready for more, Superman just heat visions him in the face, and Brother Eye's like, oh no, yeah, we're gonna lose this fight. Okay, teleporting you out now. And then Superman, after seeing O.M.A.C get away, is like, all right, let me talk to Maxwell Lord. I may not like working with the guy, but that monster must be stopped. And then the entire rest of this issue is just, who cares land? Like, who cares? None of this, like, this is not O.M.A.C's story. This is just other Jack Kirby stuff. So he wakes up in a zoo in Toledo, and Brother Eye's like, hey, it's going to take some time to fix O.M.A.C. Just stay as Kevin for now. Bye. And so Kevin goes and he gets something out of the vending machine, and he's greeted by, I think, a bear that can talk. And it's named Reddy. And as Reddy screams, because they both scream at each other, a little diminutive walking tiger shows up. They're all bipedal, by the way. They all walk on 2 feet. And its name is Tuffy. And there's also a talking zebra and a talking warthog. And they're all like, oh my god, a human's here. And Kevin has the exact same reaction I had reading this of, talking animals. Sure, why not? And they got their whole other plot going on, where apparently this place has a warden named Warden Game, and he does experiments on the animals, and that makes it so that they can talk. And he took Tuffy's dad as a prisoner like a whole long time ago, and now Tuffy is finally about to make his move and go and rescue his dad. And Kevin's just kind of along for the ride. So they make their way over to a carousel, and he types in some commands that he saw the warden typing in, and he manages to get into the secret thing that was hidden underneath the carousel. And as he does so, a secret silent alarm goes off, and the warden's like, oh, well, we must have company. Let me prepare for my guests. And they make their way into what Tuffy calls it, the evil factory. And the warden's there, and everyone freaks out for a second except for Tuffy. And Tuffy's like, where's my dad? And the warden's like, he's right here. He's my greatest creation. And the dad comes out, and he's a giant white tiger that has been programmed to kill and attack, specifically with a command D. If you get it yet, you get it. So the father goes and attacks all of Tuffy's friends. Kevin realizes he's in trouble and asks Brother Eye to activate him, which he does without like any sort of anything. And Brother Eye tells him, like, hey, ignore the stupid animal fight going on over there. Go take care of the warden. He has some tech I might be interested in. And as he attacks the warden's like, wait a minute, you're O.M.A.C. My half-brother Mokari from Checkmate told me about you. By the way, there is no warden game. I'm actually, and he takes off his like hood, and it turns out he's a talking monkey named Simeon. Yep, so O.M.A.C gives chase on Simeon. Meanwhile, Tuffy's dad is literally killing all of Tuffy's friends, and Tuffy's like, I have to make a choice here. And he breaks off a stalactite from the cave and shoves it into his father's skull. And the loud roars that came from it distract O.M.A.C long enough that Simeon manages to get away. So Tuffy's crying over his dad, and then Brother Eye just tells him, like, wow, that's sad. Anyway, I took a look and there's no tech I want here, so please just burn this place to the ground. And O.M.A.C does. And then he turns back into Kevin, and Kevin asks Tuffy, like, what are you going to do now, Tuffy? Tuffy's like, I will take up my place as Prince Tufton, and I will tell all my brothers and sisters about our father's fate. Goodbye. And Kevin's like, I mean, what's the worst that can really happen by letting a talking tiger out in the public? And Brother Eye's like, you're right. I'm sure nothing bad will ever happen. Ah ha 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 ha. Freeze frame, play the ending song to Full House. God, I dislike this issue so much because it has nothing to do with O.M.A.C anymore. This is just the, hey, remember that Jack Kirby thing book? Like that's literally all that we're doing now. Of just a wink wink nudge nudge of like, hey, by the way, Talking Animals goes into Kamandi, Last Boy on Earth. You know, the future story that Jack Kirby wrote, and we just love Jack Kirby so much here, and I get it. He's a good writer. He did some cool things, but you're not celebrating him by just going wink wink nudge nudge, look at this. Tell a story, actually, for God's sakes. Either way, I'm giving this like a 3. It's just, why? Why did we do this? Did you have like a bigger plan for if you didn't have to get canceled? It's Dan DiDio writing this. He is quite literally the co-publisher. If he didn't want to cancel this book, he didn't have to. But he did, and he decided to just sidetrack his own story for a little bit here as we come up to the ending. There is one issue left here, and I am not looking forward to it.